Hello and welcome to GabTalks, where we provide tools, tips, and techniques to help your life and business be easier, better, and faster. Hello, how are you today? I am Gabriella. My friends call me Gab, and I am the creator of GabTalks, where mindset matters. Today, we're going to have a really brief conversation about positivity and how it affects our mindset and how we can change what's going on around us. Now, in and of itself, by itself, it's not going to fix all of the issues. It's not going to make everything suddenly come to you, but if you can change your mind and you can change the way that you approach the world and interact with people so that you come across more positive, it will improve things around you. No matter how happy or successful you are, so many people think that there are so many things that they still want and have yet to accomplish. And one of the problems with that is it results in many of us feeling helpless to choose the direction of our lives and to know what precisely it is that we need in order to get what we want. But, most of us, we're safe, we're healthy, we have food, we have a roof over our head. We also feel so tired, dread going to work. And in this world, for some reason, many of us, we have so many people around us, and yet we feel lonely. Our homes we think are too small and they're too messy and we don't have enough stuff and we think we need more stuff, and we wind up being too busy to do anything about it. We wind up working more to make more money, which gives us less time with our families so that we can buy more things for making us happy. And it's a vicious cycle that we wind up going through. Well, here are 10 things that you can do to help change that script and be happier and be more positive and have more in your life because of that happiness and that positivity. Number one, appreciate what you already have. I know, sounds really self-explanatory, kind of silly, right? But you've already put so much into getting what you already have. Appreciate it, right? And if you have a bunch of stuff that you don't appreciate, don't care about, that you went and you got that you thought you needed, and you're like, what? Get rid of it, right? Give it to someone else who will appreciate it. Donate it. Donate it to people who have less than what we have, and help them, give them a hand up. So many of us are fixated on what we want and what isn't quite right. Well, let's take stock of that and really kick the habit in the butt of this need to always fill more stuff, and really focus on appreciating what you already have now. One of the best ways to do that is adopting a gratitude of attitude. Every day in the morning is my preference, but you can also do it in the evening. Just take 5 minutes, write down, old school pen to paper, write down 3 things that you have that you appreciate, 3 things that you've done well, and 3 things that you're proud of. Do this with your family, especially if you have kids that are like anywhere between about 8 and 15, or, teenagers. Teach them how to do this. It makes it so much better for them when they go out into the world. Number 2, learn what you don't need. There are so many things out there that we get told that we need, and we really don't. Don't go buying into all these things that are unnecessary for us. Figure out what it is you don't need. When you do, then you don't have to go out and spend so much money and feel so overworked and so tired trying to earn the money to get those things. And also, again, clear some space in your surroundings and in your life by removing the clutter of the things you don't need. If it's broken or you don't appreciate it, get rid of it. Number 3, okay, I know this sounds self-explanatory, I know it sounds silly, but it's important. Be positive. Positivity goes a huge way to helping us get more. There are countless studies on how being positive makes you more successful. There are many reasons for this. Positive people are happier because they're naturally inclined to accept that gratitude attitude. They also have a tendency to take more chances because they believe in a better chance of a positive outcome, and they smile more. How many times have you seen someone smile and it just makes you feel good and you turn around and smile back? How many times have you smiled and caused somebody else to smile because they felt good because they were receiving a smile from you? It makes a huge difference. Number 4, adopt a habit of self-development. This is big. We're always going to these courses and these seminars, trying to get better at what we're doing. Too many of us think, though, that life is just going to hand us what we want on a plate, effectively sitting there waiting for things to turn around. And we don't realize that we really need to step up and do our own personal self-development every single day. You need to be confident enough to get out there and interact with people, get confident enough to learn the things that you feel that you don't have as well as you'd like, be a better communicator, have better energy. Self-development is huge. Read books, go to watch things on YouTube, take courses to develop your mind and develop your skills. That is huge. Number 5, invest in you. This may sound a little bit similar to the last one, but it's a little bit different. It's things like getting yourself a haircut, and buying a good suit, using good tools, whether they're online or physical tools. Spend a little bit on the things that really, really impact the way you come across to others. Then you begin to use the law of attraction, the law that tells us that how you're acting. So you become. If you keep acting like someone who is successful, and if you look successful, then you're going to find more opportunities come your way. People will assume you're more successful than you are, and as such, they will want to come and be around you, right? If you aren't feeling very attractive some days, then people don't see you as attractive. But if you feel you're attractive on a certain day, typically people are going to notice that. Invest in you, invest in yourself. Number 6, take opportunities. Life hands out opportunities all the time. And the only thing that stops us from fulfilling our potential is when we are blind to that, or we just plain miss those opportunities because we don't realize they are there. You may think that you should only accept relevant opportunities, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Instead, you should keep your eyes open to any and all opportunities as they arise. And there's no such thing as an experience that isn't relevant to your success. As long as you take the time to really develop that opportunity, try your best at everything you do. Always try to put your best foot forward. Number 7, know your worth. This one is huge, huge, huge. So many of us, there's so many people out there that do not know their own worth. They undervalue themselves. Then they see other people that they think are overvaluing themselves. You should make sure to know your worth. It's something that very few people can complain to do. Too many suffer from what's known as imposter syndrome. This is the feeling that we've lucked out, that we aren't really worthy of the opportunities that have come our way, or that we're just faking it. It's very common to feel that way. And in fact, you might be surprised at who else feels that way. You know what, though? If you've gotten there, you deserve to be there. Wherever it is that you have gotten to, you deserve it. Number 8, know what you want. All right, so we've talked about knowing what you don't want. Now it's time to consider what you do want. So many people will find themselves in situations where they realize they aren't being paid what they think that they're worth, or people aren't valuing their time, or other things where they feel like they're being undervalued. So they go in to meet with these people and they discuss it, and then so often they wind up not actually pulling the trigger and asking for what they know that they're worth, and they walk out dissatisfied. Knowing what you want out of life will remind you how much you need to make your dreams happen, and knowing what you want out of life will help you determine what you really truly are worth. So make sure that you don't undervalue your own self. Number 9, springboard. Springboarding is a concept where the basic idea is that you can use success in one area of your life to springboard and be successful elsewhere. Alternatively, you can use success in one career to launch a new one. So I had a pretty significant success in my previous career. I was an employee for 25 years. I took my knowledge and experience. I created a business. I ran it for 4 years, and I had tons and tons of people calling me to ask me to do work for them and offering to pay me instead of me having to run out there and get all that business. Well, I took that success and I translated it into what I do today. Alternatively, you can use that one career like I did to launch a new career. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of that bridge or that springboard. Sometimes it means you take a less obvious route instead of just climbing the ranks. But keep your eyes open to that and be aware and don't be afraid of it. And number 10, persist. There are few things that come easily in life. There are very few things that are going to happen overnight. You know, you've heard the story about the overnight success that took 25 years to become that overnight success. Very few things are going to happen just like that. You have to persist. And most things that are worth having are going to take effort. Don't give up. Continue to persist. Patience and persistence are two of the most important things you can possibly cultivate if you want to get out of life those things that you feel you deserve. In conclusion, I hope that you felt that those were 10 ideas to help shift your mind and create more positivity in your life and around you so that you can actually feel more fulfilled and get closer to the things that you actually want and need out of life. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I want to give a huge shout out of gratitude to our contributors, Sarah Miner, Sherry Mers, Paige Rogers, and Abby Bassi Cripps. Hope you got value from what you heard today. Please make sure that you have clicked the subscribe button below. Don't forget to click the bell so that you get a reminder when we put up videos. And we look forward to seeing you on the next one.